What's good, partners? It's your boy here, and we are back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. And we have the Datamines for the upcoming Bridal Blossoms banner. Pretty cool stuff. Banner should be dropping in just about 2 hours and 20 minutes from now, my time. So I am going to be summoning. I do think the banner is worthwhile to summon on, mainly because Lilina and Roy are just about guaranteed to wreck shop in summoner duels, so I am going to try to pick them up while I have the chance. I ain't really got the most orbs at the moment, but those Tempest trial orbs are going to come in handy. We also have some pretty surprise info about this new sales pack that they're going to be doing. Wasn't really expecting that, and we are going to talk about that. And we have Hall of Forms info as well, so let's go ahead and start with that. So for the next round of Hall of Forms, we're going to have the Fallen Julia. We're going to have Dancing Eldigan, Dancing Lachesis, and Dancing Ethlin as our options. So one of them's free-to-play at the very least. Eldigan, he's quite good too. He's one of the better free-to-play merges you can go for, because as a dancer with tons and tons of defense, you can build him in a way that he can avoid isolation from Milla in Light Season. So Eldigan, he is a pretty good option. If you haven't built him already, you can pick him up and possibly deck him out with some good stuff. So he's not the worst option here, but honestly, the things that you would want to give him, like Fortress, Defense and Res 3, and Wagasa, etc., all those are very easily obtainable anyway if you're free to play. So it's not really all that necessary to pick them up in here, but another merge will save you quite a hefty sum of heroic grails if you go for the plus 10 on him. So that's just another thing to consider if you want to form a soul this guy. As far as Lachesis and Ethlin go, I don't really see much value in them. They are dagger flyers and dancers, so you could possibly pick up lethality for them, I guess. But right now, the way the meta is, your dancers have to be able to dance multiple times to really be good, or be doing crazy effects when they dance, like Fallen Ninian and Hatari Azura, for example, that can grant bonus stats to +6 to attack or everything in Azura's case, and also +1 movement to dragons or non-cavalry units in the case of Azura. So I would say these two, they're certainly not really all that worth it to go for. They don't really offer too much. And Fallen Julia, unfortunately, R.I.P. Wylia, has fallen on some hard times. She was quite good when she came out, but like nowadays there's not really much reason to run her. There's certainly better options for bulky and offensive red mages. So Eldigan or bust, I would say, and he's probably still a skip anyway because he's so easy to build free to play. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the stats for the new units, and we are going to start off with the father-son duo here. I love this unit so much. I love the artwork. I love the theme of father and son finally joining forces. I was hoping to see that in the future with, or I was hoping to see that with Ike and Grail, but unfortunately they gave us baby boo-boo Ike with Mist instead, so that's just an RIP for me. But they look really good. The artwork is quite good, and the outfits also. You know who they remind me of, actually? You guys ever seen The Little Mermaid? You remember the prince in that movie? I forget his name. What was he? Prince Charming or something? Or was that his name? Prince Charming? I can't even remember, man. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Little Mermaid, but their outfit here kind of reminds me of what that guy was wearing. So I guess shout outs to that. They are like goody two shoes is, so I guess that explains why they're dressed this way. It kind of makes you wonder too why their harmonized skill is called treachery when these are like the goody lords of the series. I don't understand. It seems very weird, and of course Roy is a racist as well. I don't know. There's a lot of inexplicable things from a thematic perspective with this unit, but they are very powerful, and their artwork is awesome, so let's take a quick look at all of that. I like the pose here with the leg up on the injured art. It looks like he's really getting knocked off balance there, so pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and check out their stats. So they've got 39 HP, 38 attack, 42 speed, 30 defense, and 25 res, with an overall BST of 174. I believe that ties with the Fallen Gustav we just recently got. So about where you'd expect for melee cavalry. And then they have one super boon which is in res. Like, why? I don't understand. Out of all of the possible stats that they could have had a super boon in, res is probably their least wanted. It just doesn't make any sense to me why they wouldn't get plus attack because they have effective damage, or plus speed so they can double a lot easier. Even defense, I think, would benefit them more than res. So I don't know what they were thinking with giving them plus res. But regardless, they are unbelievably powerful. You know, they like to introduce some really insanely strong units on these Bride banners. Because if we take a look back 2 years ago, we had Bride Micaiah, who I would have said, honestly, at the time she came out, Bride Micaiah was the best unit in the game. Then after that, we had Bride Katria, who a lot of us actually overlooked her on the trailer. But after seeing her in practice, we realized that she was one of the most meta-defining units of her era. And now we have this guy here who looks like possibly the best axe cav in the game. I don't even think it's close, man. Like, his only competition is going to be Summer Kata. And this Roy is going to run circles around that Kata because the amount of offensive pressure this guy can inhibit or unleash on his opponents when he's attacking. Like, we got Ascended Dune, who is one of the more popular near-save units. This Roy is just going to smash her in half. Like, he's got color advantage, he has effective damage on dragons, and then he's also got that duo skill for Treachery, which gives him bonus damage equivalent to all of his current bonuses active. So if he's at +6 to all stats, that's just +24 true damage to himself, which is going to scale higher when he has the effective damage active. So Ascended Dune, her days are numbered. She's going to get killed in one hit probably by this guy. So yeah, man, I don't know. Like, a lot of people are also pissed off about Fallen Rhea too, because I'm sure this unit is going to smash her as well. And it's just not a good idea to invest in these bait units, man. Like, honestly, the offensive threats are just so stupid now that going for a +10 on a bait unit just feels like a bad investment to me. I tell people this in my live streams all the time, but if you want to invest in a +10, like actually wail and spend money to get a +10, I would always recommend going for a player phase unit like them, because they're just never going to age out. Player phase potential is always going to hold up. Like, you look at Reinhardt from early game, he still holds up even today just because he's a player phaser. And there's not really any bait units from that day that hold up now. So yeah, that's my advice to anybody. Invest in player phasing, not baiting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Lilina up next. I think Lilina is the second best unit on the banner and also definitely a unit worth pulling for. So we have her outfit here. I think it's kind of sus giving Lilina a bride outfit. Ain't Lilina like 15 or 16 years old or something? But then again, we've had Bride Sanaki in the past, so I guess that's kind of worse. But I do at least like the look of her bridal gown here with the owl feathers on the skirt, and the color, like the white color, really matches with her blue hair pretty well, so I like that. And then we have the attacking art there, we got the special attack art there, and then we got the injured art there. Alright, so not bad, very good art, although the theme, like I said, I'm not really a fan of the bride theme for her. But for her stats, we got 39 HP, we got 44 attack, 22 speed, 16 defense, and 42 res. She's got a BST overall of 163, and then she has a super boon in res. Okay, so unlike Roy, Lilina actually can make use of a super boon in res. Her weapon gives her plus 10% bonus damage based on her res stat. So the more res she has, the more damage she's going to end up doing in the long run. And essentially, otherwise, she's just a blue version of legendary Lilina, who's already one of the best melee, or one of the best magical cavalry units in the game. So Lilina, she's just a shoo-in to be good, pretty much. And she's also going to benefit from the harmonized skill that Roy and Ellie would have, where she can gain treachery and gain a ton of bonus damage. So this unit's going to be cracked. Her and Roy together, I think, are going to be really, really good. So that's why I want to summon. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Sophia up next. Gotta love this artwork too, by the way, this neutral art for her. I said this already in the trailer, but she looks like she has no idea what's going on. She looks like we just caught her. I don't know, like, you know how they say when the groom sees the bride before the actual wedding, it's bad luck? That's kind of the look she has here. Like, the bride walked in on her, and she's like, she has no idea what's going on, basically. So, there we go there. Then we have her attacking artwork over here. We got the special attack artwork over here. There we go. Classic cutie pie Sophia with her smile. Not quite as cute as the Halloween one, but still pretty cute. And then we got the injured art over there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at her stats. So Sophia's got 38 HP, 40 attack, 19 speed, 36 defense, and 34 res, with a BST of 167, and she's got 2 super boons in attack and defense. Pretty interesting. Defense actually works out pretty well for her because she has effective against colorless. So all you got to do is toss Iote's shield her way, and then it's going to be a pretty solid bow bait unit and just a bait unit in general against colorless. And what is she? Red, right? I believe she's red, so she has color advantage on green as well. I guess you could give her Triangle Adept in the A slot, but I don't know if I'd recommend that anymore. The Raven Tome T-Adept thing, that is so year one. Not sure if that's going to hold up, but she does have a pretty solid weapon. She gets +5 to all stats and a guaranteed follow-up with no condition on it. So with the plus attack and the plus defense, she could certainly find her way into usability for sure, if you wanted to deck her out with some good stuff. So not a bad unit. Alright, then we have our 4-star demote. So we got here Mrs. Cecilia, Mrs. Teacher herself. I don't know what it is about Cecilia. Like, I never got the impression that Cecilia was, how do I say this, like a show-off, but I mean, for some reason, all the seasonal Cecilias we've got are showing off a little bit of cleavage there. I'm not sure why, like I said, but I'm not complaining. Very nice artwork, very nice attack art. Also, very nice special attack art. And then here we have the injured artwork for her. So let's take a look at Cecilia. She's got 40 HP, 41 attack, 25 speed, 18 defense, and 38 res for a BST overall of 162. And then she's got super boons in attack, speed, and res. Oh boy, can you believe that? The demote hero actually has more super boons than any of the other units. That is a first. Usually you see the demote with no super boons at all, and then all the premium units are getting like plus attack, plus speed, all the good stuff. They actually gave Cecilia the goods there. Alright, so is she going to be a good merge project? Let's see here. So she is a Red Tome Cavalry unit. 41 attack, that's pretty monstrous. 38 res as well, that's really quite good. 18 defense though, not really going to help her out too much. And then 25 speed is pretty middling. So you just want to run her as a magic tank pretty much. Give her tons of attack, tons of res. Not really sure how well that's going to hold up with the weapon available choices we've got for red tomes. We do have the red, the red vulture tome, which has the Pelagian effect. That could help her out a little bit as a bait option, but I guess if you play her as a nuker, like running Iceberg and Glacies, that might be able to work out. So she's not like the worst merge project ever, but I wouldn't say she's like a merge project that needs tons and tons of consideration or anything like that. Build her if you like her. Go for her if you like her, but that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, and then finally, let's go ahead and move on to our free-to-play unit. So we have Lalum over here. Honestly, man, I'm kind of conflicted with this artwork. It's pretty good. Like, the art itself, I think, is pretty good. I like the thing she's holding there with the sunflowers in it, and then the pink ribbon on her wrist is pretty cute. But ain't she showing off a little too much skin for a wedding dress? Or is it just me? I don't know, man. It looks like we have a little too much skin showing here. And I guess I could excuse the midriff, right? Like, the midriff is I mean, it's still weird for a wedding dress, but was it necessary to make her skirt sheer so you could, like, see her legs and stuff? I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like Lalum is more so dressed to go clubbing than she is dressed to go to a wedding. So let me know in the comments what you think about her artwork, but those are my thoughts. Although, like I said, the artwork, other than that, is pretty good. I like the accessories she's got. I like the pose here with the special attack. And then here we have the injured one where she's actually covering herself. That's pretty reverse psychology. In the injured art, she's covering up, and then she's just got it all off for show in the neutral art. But let's take a look at her stats. So Lalum is going to be a Lance Flyer, as if we haven't had enough of those already. She's got 38 HP, 32 attack, 40 speed, 26 defense, and 31 res. She's got a BST overall of 167, and then she's got super boons in HP and speed. So the HP super boon, pretty good, actually, for a dancer. Although, Sylvia actually has more HP than Lalum, even not having an HP super boon. So that is a big rip. And she's also competing with Dancing Eldigan, who's just better. He's got way more defense, so he can actually avoid isolation from Milla. So there's not really much to do with this Lalum, unless she's a favorite and you want to build her because of it. Kind of a big RIP. Like, we have been getting some really good free-to-play units lately, but I think this one is kind of a dud. She's worse than Sylvia in terms of HP and support too, because she's a flyer, so you wouldn't be able to give her infantry pulse or any of the other good infantry skills that Sylvia gets. And then Eldigan is just better than her for support and avoiding Milla. So kind of sad, but anyways, moving on. Here are the available skills for her. So her weapon, Bridal Sunflower, inheritable lance, 14 might and 1 range. At the start of combat, if her HP is over 25%, she gains attack and defense up 5, and a bonus to attack and defense equal to her current bonus to attack and defense. So effectively, it's just bonus doubler for attack and defense only. It's okay. I mean, I was kind of hard on this weapon on the trailer last night, or the other night before. But I guess looking at it again, it's not the worst thing. So you automatically just get attack and defense up 5, and then another attack and defense possibly up 6 if you have +6 to attack and defense. So it's not the worst thing. Lull skills are actually sort of getting phased out almost, so they're not as common. So this lance may be okay. It might not be the worst thing. The tome, I think, is kind of in a worse spot, though, because the tome that Cecilia comes with has to deal with far-saving units that tend to have DD4. So you're not really going to gain the extra bonuses there, which is a big rip. Okay, also, Lalum has Dance. She's got Attack Cantrip 3, and she has Guidance 3. Nothing really worthwhile in terms of fodder, so again, just a big rip for Lalum. Alright, here we can go ahead and take a look at the inheritance restrictions and levels for the new skills. So, we got Attack Cantrip 3 at 4-star for Lalum. Alright, we have Guidance at 5-star. I would have preferred Guidance at 4-star. Yeah, I would have preferred Guidance at 4-star as opposed to Cantrip, but whatever. Then for Cecilia, we have the Attack and Res Ruse at 4-star. Really awesome. Ruse skills are pretty good for a 4-star demote to come with. And then we have the Rouse skill at level 5, which is fine by me. Again, I would much prefer getting the Ruse than the Rouse. Alright, and then for the new skill that Eliwood and Roy have, we have Flow Force here, which is going to be inheritable only to flying and cavalry units, and non-range units as well, so only melee flyers and melee calves, which makes a lot of sense, because that's the same restriction on all the other flow skills. Alright, here we have the upcoming Tempest Trial rewards. So these are going to be our Sacred Seals. We're getting Defense and Res Form. Pretty good, the Form Seals, I like them a lot, so Defense and Res Form going to find its usage for sure. And then Chill Attack and Defense. The double chills kind of suck, so whatever. I guess it's not the worst thing to give to a support unit, but Defense and Res Form, certainly the better seal over here. All right, then we move on to the surprise orb pack that they unveiled here. I was not expecting this whatsoever, but I think it's an interesting idea. So the customization support pack, along with the Form of Soul pack, will be available to purchase from the in-game shop. The customization pack is an orb pack with bonuses that rotate each month. And the bonus this time is going to be the Asker Castle Library. So we're getting a new castle design. That's pretty rad, but we have to pay for it? Like, really? You would think with something like this, it would be free to play or at least farmable or something. I've been asking for more castle themes for a long time. A lot of gachas do this where, depending on what holiday is going on, like if it's Golden Week or Christmas or if it's Halloween or whatever, they'll release a new theme for the castle or for the actual OS, so you can go ahead and set up your castle however you want, get some customization, and have some fun. As opposed to just logging in every day looking at the same boring old castle. So I really wish they would do more themes, but just not like paid like this. So kind of weird that it's paid, but it does come with an effect. So when you get this castle, you get the orbs from the pack, of course, and then you also gain a 5 times bonus SP from any foes defeated for basically 3 months from now, which is May 20th, until August 20th at this time here. So whether or not you want to purchase this is up to you, but I'm already going to tell you it's not worth it unless the orb to money ratio in the pack is pretty good, which we don't know just yet. But 5 times SP, that's like big deal. Who cares? If you want SP, just either grind on the weekend or just grind one of the Grand Hero battle maps that cost 0 stamina, and you can easily just run and gun them over and over again to get your SP that way. So I don't know, they seem to have they seem to have a really bad perception of what the fans actually want out of these packs. All right, we'll also be able to get 2 Form of Soul packs from now on per month, which is pretty good. The Form of Soul pack, I think, is one of the better orb packs. So the customization support pack is an orb pack that has a different bonus every month. This month is the Asker Castle Library, which we talked about, and for 90 days or 3 months, you get 5 times SP. Purchase the customization support pack from the in-game eShop or in-game shop this month, and the Asker Castle Library castle design will be delivered to your present list. And from the time you collect the Castle Library, from your present list until basically August 19th, your heroes earn 5 times SP. And after that, you're going to get 2 times SP from that point onwards. So it's not like the 5 times SP thing is going to be a one and done. Even after that runs out, you still get double SP, which is nice, I guess. But again, I don't really think it's something that's all that necessary to get. You can easily skip it unless it's very cheap and the orb amount is pretty good for the money ratio. But that's going to wrap us up for this video here and the coverage of the Datamines. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about all of this, and are you guys going to summon on the banner? Let me just quickly refresh here, see if we missed anything. Oh, I think right here this should actually be the cost of the customization pack. Alright, so it's $8.99 or $9 US. You get 19 orbs and you get the theme there. It's not expensive, like that's fine, I guess. Hold on, let's do a quick check here. So a good ratio is about like 2 or 3 orbs per dollar. I would say 3 orbs per dollar for a pack like this. So we got 19 over $9. So you're getting about 2 orbs per dollar. Yeah, that's nothing too special. Honestly, this is a skip. It would be nice to get the theme, but I don't think it's worth it, man, honestly. So there you guys go. Let me know once again what you think about all of this. And this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, fellas, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.